Welcome back to The Crossover.
Over the next 6 days, these 400 German Christians and a handful of Messianic Jews were to walk the same streets in Eastern Germany where their parents, their grandparents, their uncles were accomplices in leading tens of thousands of Jews, political prisoners, gypsies, and others to their destruction, the death marches of the final solution. These believers would trek over 1,700 miles over the same cavernous death roads of the 1940s with sanctified oiled shoes, march in silence, march in prayer, march arm in arm, march with tears of repentance, asking the King of Kings and Lord of Lords to plant His Spirit over their land and seal it. The march was completed when East Germany was branded in a symbolic Star of David. We would be marching along the same train tracks that sent innocent people to their final extinction. We marched into Buchenwald concentration camp. To each what is due to him was emblazoned on the gates. Buchenwald is the site of the first official execution in a German concentration camp. 56,000 more deaths were to be added. Buchenwald, where 8,000 Russian POWs were shot through the neck under the guise of a physical exam. Buchenwald, where handicapped human beings were injected with typhus or poisoned in the name of medical experiments. Buchenwald, where Nazis made Jewish shrunken heads and gave them as gifts to one another. Besides the 22 major concentration camps, we learned there were another 1,400 subcamps in East Germany primarily, which were equally as horrendous in their crimes. They were bent on slave labor, death, and destruction. Rose Price, a survivor of 6 camps, spoke. She received prayer and prayed over others.
I developed so much hate.
Und Hass. Ich habe so einen Hass entwickelt.
What I hated was you.
Aber was ich gehasst habe, das wart ihr.
The world.
Die Welt.
The countries I knew.
Die Länder, die ich kannte.
I didn't want to speak the language.
Ich wollte die Sprache nicht sprechen.
I didn't want to eat the food.
Ich wollte das Essen nicht essen.
I didn't want to hear any of it.
Peter Loth, a Jewish Holocaust survivor, participated in the Life March. He was born in a concentration camp where they either killed the children or used them for medical experiments. Peter survived the torturous experiments, and his story is unimaginable. Raped and molested countless times as a 6-year-old. It's all documented in his book, Piece by Piece.
See, my life began at a death camp.
Wisst ihr, mein Leben begann in dem Todeslager.
And then was put to Tigenhof Research Center.
Und dann bin ich nach Tigenhof gebracht worden für medizinische Experimente.
But this Yeshua was with me.
Aber dieser Yeshua war mit mir.
And then after we were liberated, the Russians came in.
Und nachdem wir befreit wurden, kamen die Russen.
Just like this gentleman spoke, another hell was waiting for us.
Wie gesagt wurde schon, da wartete eine weitere Hölle auf uns.
They took us to orphanages.
Und sie brachten uns in Kinderheime.
They raped us.
Haben uns vergewaltigt.
They beat us.
Geschlagen.
They tortured us.
Gefoltert.
Me as Rose.
Ich und Rose.
Come through death camps after death camps.
Wir sind durch ein Todeslager nach dem anderen gegangen.
We're bracing you.
Und wir nehmen euch in die Arme.
With forgiveness.
Mit unserer Vergebung.
We love you.
Wir lieben euch.
You're not responsible for it.
Ihr seid nicht verantwortlich dafür.
But it's time now set everything apart.
Aber es ist Zeit, es abzusondern.
New beginning.
Einen Neuanfang zu machen.
This is the new beginning.
Das da ist der Neuanfang.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Star of David.
Der Davidstern.
I love you all.
Ich liebe euch alle.
More of The Crossover when we return.